What up YouTube, it's your boy Rashad, back up at it with another video from Sneakers, NBA Music, the channel. And this time I'm here for a music related video. It's going to be a album review of this album right here, Watch the Throne by Jay-Z and Kanye West. I picked up the deluxe edition, 3 extra tracks that I will go into on this review. But basically I'm going to talk about what I think about the album, the pros, the cons, whether I think it's a good album or not, whether you should pick up the whole album or just a few tracks, and if you should pick up a few tracks, what are those specific tracks you should pick up, the tracks I dislike, just basically my overall thoughts on the album. So let's go into the album. You know, when they announced that Jay-Z and Kanye West were going to release a collabo album together, I had very high expectations, considering the fact that Kanye West and Jay-Z are both great rappers or MCs, you know what I'm saying? There's no denying that. I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan, you know, I was always to Nas's side, but there's no denying that he can spit. Also another reason why I was excited is because Kanye West can make gold with his production, and to see them two together bouncing off each other on a track is amazing. To see them on an album together would be amazing. I just want to see the tone of the album, how they would deliver it. Then I finally got the album. And this is what you get. You get this gold-plated album. When you buy the deluxe edition, you get this kind of album setup instead of the classic, you know, hard plastic. You get this, which is just a flap. And I think the album cover really says a lot about Jay-Z and Kanye West. I think it says, you know, the standards that they put themselves on in the rap game. You know, a gold-plated rap album. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty cool. The deluxe edition comes like this, you know, and then you open it up like this, you know, like that, you know, and then you look inside, you get this American flag, and then you get these images of Kanye West, some type of animal form, and then you see Jay-Z, another animal form, and then this angel. This dark demon angel or something, and then this. So yes, that's how the album is put together. And I just think the packaging of the album was pretty good, pretty epic, pretty, you know, a piece of history that I want to keep. You know what I'm saying? I like the way they put the album together. But now into the basic album. So I gave the tracks in the album a couple of listens. I listened to the album 2 or 3 times. You know, I really absorbed it. So let's go into it. Overall, the album is great. Production-wise, it's amazing. You know, all the producers, especially Kanye West on the album, really did their job on creating a good vibe on each track, and their distinctive vibes on each track, which I really look for. And something that's really awesome about this album is that there's a lot of sampling, which means there's a lot of older beats, older sounds that the producer takes and remixes and makes it into a new sound, which I love. A lot of samples, you know, you don't see samples nowadays because a lot of rappers, you know, they can't afford it. But Jay-Z and Kanye West, you know, they're more than wealthy enough to afford samples. So that's why the production on the album is so amazing, way better than a lot of the albums that are released these past couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Yes, now lyrically, the album. Lyrically, the album I think is good. I think there's a lot of songs where Jay-Z and Kanye West really show you guys why they are on this pedestal that they are. For Jay-Z, I'm gonna have to say "Welcome to the Jungle," which is playing right now in the background, is a track where he shows his lyrical ability, how he can paint a picture, how he can make you feel a certain way. He talks about, you know, his struggles and fame, how sometimes even though he has all this money, all this wealth, he feels so lonely, how he's depressed, but yet, you know, him being famous, nobody really cares about his feelings, and how, you know, he lost his nephew, his father, and it's an amazing track where they really he really shows off what he can do with words. And for Kanye West, a track where he shows what he can do with his words, New Day, where he discusses on how he would raise his kids, and he basically says how all this controversy around him, all this controversy around the figure, which is Kanye West, he does not want his kid to go through that. He wants his kid to lead a normal, happy life. He doesn't want all the press to be on him. He doesn't want him to make all these mistakes. I mean, he even says that he'll make him Republican just so that people would know that he loves white people. I mean, it's an amazing track where you really see how Kanye West feels about his actions. So I really like that track. So lyrically, the album has enough tracks that really hit home lyrically. the flow, the delivery. I mean, every song, both these artists have this delivery, this flow, this swag, or this personality on every album that just bounces back and forth off of each other, which is a really good contrast. They really sound good on every track. They're really hitting home on every track. Just the delivery and everything is good. Basically, every track I think is a good track, but if they have to tell you guys to skip 2 tracks, it's gonna be these 2 tracks: "Lift Off" with Beyonce and Frank Ocean's "Made in America." The "Lift Off" track was good production-wise. It was good chorus-wise. Beyonce did her job. It was great. But I just feel like Jay-Z and Kanye West really slacked on giving us a lyrical impact. I mean, the song has an epic vibe to it. Just didn't come up to par with the raps. And there's a part at the end of the song where instead of giving us like a 3rd verse, they do the space launch thing, which I didn't like. I wanted to hear a 3rd verse, but that's a track that I skip. It just doesn't do anything for me. And then there's Made in America, which some people like, but I just think it sounds really preachy. It sounds very religious-y. Well, I'm not putting any religions down. It just sounds too over religious. It just, I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't sound right. On the Watch Your Throne album, I just don't like the way it sounds. I don't like that track with Frank Ocean. I mean, Frank Ocean sounds good, but I just don't like the track at all. It's a skipper for me. Now let me give you guys 5 must-listen to tracks. No Church in the Wild, which is a great produced, great delivered, great put together song, which is the first song actually off the album. The first thing you hear when you put this into your CD player or your iPod or whatnot. It's with Frank Ocean. He's featured on 2 tracks, which is good for his career. I mean, 2 tracks on a Jay-Z and Kanye West album, thumbs up. But give that a listen. It's a good track. After that, I'm going to say Gotta Have It, which is nothing subject matter wise amazing, but just the delivery, the charisma that both these guys have on that track is amazing. And there's a lot of lines that you're just going to love listening to that are on that track. That's a good track. Gotta Have It. Then you have New Day, which I think goes into these guys' opinions on, you know, their birth of their kids, how they can be sensitive to it. You know, how they say, you know, this and that about themselves. They're going to party. They're going to have all these women, this, that. But how sensitive they are on raising their kids the right way. Love that track. New Day. Then you have Murder to Excellence, which is an amazing song talking about how they do not support the idea of black on black crime, murder on their own people. Basically, they're saying, you know, we're trying to make a better image for the colored people, but yet, you know, we're fighting amongst each other when we're supposed to working together to make a better image of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's a great track. And both of them do lyrically amazing job. And then if you want a 5th track, I'm going to say maybe Welcome to the Jungle, where both of these guys, you know, they talk about the struggles of fame, how being famous is not all, you know, all it's perked up to be. There's a lot of struggles that come with it, which I really love. And I told you guys earlier what Jay-Z did on that album, not the album, but on that track. He did an amazing job telling us about how he struggles with, you know, being alone, being depressed, you know, not knowing who to turn to. Which is, so it's a great track. The bonus tracks that it comes with, I believe, okay, I'm gonna try to do this off the top of my head. Ham, which, you know, ham is just the song to get pumped up to. You know, I'm about to go ham. Nothing more than that. It's just, I'm glad they put it on the album though. It's a great track. They have Ham. Then you have Prime Time, which is a great song with a great sample. The beat, the style, the laid back style of the song is good. Prime Time is a must listen to. It's a great track. It's worth the buying the deluxe edition over. It's a great song. And then they have The Joy, which is amazing. Like, just the swag, the charisma, just the laid back, boss like style, the ending of it. It's just a good song. The Joy. It's just basically, you know, talking about their whole experience in the rap game, about, you know, how they're veterans in the game, and then the vibe of that track is great. The sampling on that track is great. The beat on that track is amazing. So overall, this is an amazing album. One of the best albums to release of our time. Definitely pick it up. Pick up the deluxe edition if you can. I recommend it for those 3 tracks that it comes with. It's amazing album. Seriously, compared to some of the stuff that goes on today. So this is Rashad from Sneakers NBA Music, signing off saying that this is a 4 out of 5 album. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. Peace.